Let's talk about a driving range. Justin, what exactly is a driving range for?
Yeah, that's a great question. So what do you actually use a driving range for? Well, it's an area that you can actually warm up before you actually go play your game out on the golf course. So, a lot of people want to go play their best when they go out to the golf course, but they don't want to hit their first shot when they're on the golf course and actually playing in their game. So a lot of golf courses have designated an area, and actually you can see a lot of it behind us. We're actually standing on the driving range of the course that we're at, and it's an area where people can just shoot random golf balls out there and work on their game. And whether it's big swings, small swings, whatever it is, they do it right here to prepare themselves for the course.
All right, well, it's a little intimidating though. I mean, how do you just go grab a bucket of balls? Where do you get the balls? How do you pay for it? Like, what does it cost?
Right, so a perfect thing that you always want to do before you come to do anything at the golf course is always to check into the golf shop. That's kind of like the center control area that kind of controls everything that's going on at the golf course. So you go to the golf shop and they'll always kind of give you where the driving range is, how to get golf balls, how much it would be, because it's going to be different from course to course. But that's where you're always going to want to check in first to find out where you need to go, how much you have to pay to use it, and how long you can use it for.
All right, so you said that we can hit balls before a round. How long do you typically, what if you're practicing? How long do you typically stay on the golf or the driving range?
That's a great question. So if you are going to use the driving range as a warm-up before you go out to play, what you're going to typically want to be here is about an hour to maybe an hour and 15 minutes earlier, which will give you just some time to take your time on the driving range, as opposed to getting here about 20 minutes before your round, where you only have about 10 minutes to hit your shot and then have to be at the tee 10 minutes prior to your tee time. So being here about an hour beforehand gives you some time to check into the golf shop, get your surroundings set, and find out where the driving range is, and then you can go ahead and head on over there to hit your shots on the driving range.
All right, and finally, like all these flags out here, they're different distances, so should I be trying to hit those distances, or how do those flags work out there?
Oh, that's a phenomenal question. So why do we have all these different flags on the range? It's really just for you to have points of reference, because when you're out in golf, you're not always trying to hit the same distance shot all the time. You want to hit different distances when you're out on the golf course. So these are different flags just to kind of show you about how far you're hitting the ball, because eventually people really get kind of falling in love with the idea of hitting the ball really far, and these flags are usually a reference point to how far they are. Some driving ranges will actually have a sign on the range kind of telling you how far each of the flags are, or if you have a rangefinder, you can use your own little rangefinder to shoot all the flags to find out your own distances. But it's not something that you're supposed to hit to those flags. They're just more point of reference depending on what you're practicing on or what you're warming up on.
All right, great. Thanks, Justin.